Hi everyone, it's Julie here from Dwellbeing.
Hi, it's Hannah.
And it's Alison.
Welcome to the first ever Dwellbeing Covid-19 broadcast. You probably know that we're not great on technology and we prefer to make things out of wood and clay and things like that. So this is quite an achievement and I really hope it works. I've been in touch with most of you over the last couple of weeks and it's great to hear that you're all doing well and that you're looking out for others around you as well where you can. We've made this video as the next step to keeping in touch with Dwellbeing members during the physical distancing restrictions. We have a few updates to share and we want to start thinking about what we can do together over the next few weeks and months. We've made some really good progress over the last few years and we won't let a global pandemic stop us, right? Just to get the date in your diary now, we're planning to have a virtual community meeting on Thursday the 16th of April at 7:15 p.m. We'll be using Zoom, which is a great tool for online communication and it's really easy to use. But we do know that not everyone will have access to this technology and so we'll continue to update everyone using emails and texts and newsletters. So thanks for listening and please stay tuned as we run through some exciting updates.
Great, thanks Hannah. So I just wanted to chat about the process that we've been going through over the past year. Last year when we were working with the planning students, it became apparent that the next step for us as a group is to become a formally constituted organisation in Shieldfield. This is really important so that we can receive significant funding and more fully contribute to our Shieldfield community. So at the end of last year, we reviewed our values and our objectives and priorities moving forward, and we visited some amazing projects around our city which have really good structures and processes that enable them to do this. And one of the core parts of this process together was that we knew that we wanted to constitute in a way that was democratic, that was creative and that was well organised and was run by community members for community members. And so after taking advice, we feel that the best option for us is to become a charitable community benefit society, which is democratically owned charity, led by community members, and it's part of the cooperative movement. And we're currently drawing up our governing documents and recruiting for our management committee. And we hope to register as a charity by the end of April, and so that we're in a strong position to come out of this period of lockdown and hit the ground running to serve Shieldfield, as well as, of course, having a great big party. So we need as many members as possible to input into this final part of the process, into our constitution, as well as nominating people to be part of the management groups who will direct the day-to-day runnings and who will bring the important decisions to us as members of the charity. So as part of our meeting online next week, we'll chat through some of this, give a bit more detail about what a community benefit society is, and there'll be opportunities to make suggestions, edits, raise concerns, and also discuss how all of us can contribute to this new organisation in Shieldfield and what we bring as members. So we're really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this. Come along and be part of these conversations. It's the beginning of a new phase for Dwellbeing.
Thanks, Alison. Now I'm going to run through some upcoming activities. Most of you will have heard of the Shieling community garden and community building, something that we've been working on for nearly a year, probably now. So I guess gardening is a great way not only to grow food, but also for physical and mental health. And we had and we still have plans to create a community garden at Shieldfield Artworks this spring and summer as part of the Shieling programme. The idea is to plant fruit bushes and trees, build planters, a tool shed and greenhouse to begin to grow food in Shieldfield, as well as associated harvesting, pickling, cooking and meal events working in collaboration with Saul. The plan is that the community garden would be open to all to get involved in, but there'd be a small steering group who would be responsible for how it was run, as well as a paid gardener that would help in its upkeep throughout the year. And it's the first step in the Shieling programme to build a small community space, which a lot of you have been involved in, and the community garden's the first phase in this process. We're obviously pretty limited with how much we can do when it comes to community growing whilst we're in this period of lockdown, but we're actively thinking about how we help and enable community members to grow throughout this period. If you have access to growing space, however small, or even just like a windowsill to grow in preparation to plant up and harvest when the restrictions end, obviously depending on when this happens. We will provide the resources, whether this might be help, advice on growing, seeds, tools, compost, pots, all of which can be dropped off on a doorstep or posted to you so that we don't have to come into physical contact. And we're interested in residents and members getting in touch with us if they would like to contribute to this collective growing effort. And the second thing that I'm going to talk a little bit about is a youth programme, which is brand new activity. So since Dwellbeing began, residents have expressed the need for facilities and activities for children and young people. And this has very much become a focus for Dwellbeing, and we want to expand on this over the coming year through beginning a youth programme alongside the arts organisation, the Newbridge Project. So we aim to create a programme with young people, and so it's run by them as well. So it's responsive to them, their interests and the issues that affect them. And this would involve weekly activity for all ages, from the age of 5 to 18. But whilst we're in this period of lockdown, we would like to chat to parents and children about how we might begin to shape this youth programme. And we'll also be talking about this in our next and first virtual community meeting. So please bring your kids along to this. But in the meantime, we're chatting about how we can support those parents, children and young people who are stuck at home with some online sessional activity. So please watch this space for information on that. So that's the update on activities. But we'll be having a virtual community meeting over Zoom, as Hannah mentioned before. So that's a video conferencing meeting platform, a bit like Skype. So that's going to be next Thursday, the 16th of April at 7:15 p.m. And we'll be discussing all of these things in a bit more detail. So Zoom is pretty simple to use. All you need is a web browser. You don't need to have to download an app or anything like that. So the host of the meeting, so that's the person that set it up. So that would be either me, Hannah, or Alison. We'll create a link that you just have to click to enter the meeting, and we'll send through instructions for this as well as the link to the meeting through email, text message and on our Facebook page. If you need help with this, then let us know through Facebook, phone or text message. And if you can't make this meeting, then please keep in contact. And there's also a Shieldfield activity happening through Caring Hands and other organisations in the neighbourhood who are working to support residents in need throughout the lockdown too.
Great. So thanks Julia and Alison. That all sounds fantastic. So with our new constituted status on the horizon and the community garden and the youth programme getting going, we thought we better up our game with our visual identity. Some might call it our Dwellbeing brand. So we've been working with a local designer to refine our logo and create it into a format that we can use on leaflets and posters, websites, and even put it on things like badges, t-shirts, mugs, whatever we decide. Some of you were involved in giving feedback on earlier versions, so thank you for that. And we really hope that you like the results. So if we could have a bit of a drum roll. Very excited. So it's with great pleasure that we reveal to you the new logo for Dwellbeing. There's a few different versions and different colours that hopefully you can see on your screen now. So that's pretty much it from us. Thank you so much for listening all the way through to the end. We'll be in touch soon, sharing the details of how to join the meeting if you don't have that already. But in the meantime, if anyone has any questions, please get in touch. And also, yeah, do take care, stay indoors as much as possible, and just keep yourself safe. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.